I'll explain to her. We're on the record in two cases. First case is cause number 323503. Second case is cause number 323822. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Lawrence Joseph Griffin Jr. Mr. Griffin, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Griffin, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Griffin, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Griffin, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Griffin?
Good, you, sir?
That's good. Now, Mr. Griffin, in cause number 323822, the information alleges that on or about June 8th of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of unlawfully carrying a weapon while engaging in criminal activity. Do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, Mr. Griffin, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Now, you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Oh, yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Griffin, I have before me a document that is titled the Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. It is labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of hold on. Okay. Now, Mr. Griffin,
Yes, sir.
look like you wrote your name on the part that asks for your initials.
Oh,
Okay. Let me Mr. Paget.
yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna send this back to you. Well, I mean, I think the state got to send it back to you, but I'm gonna get out of it so the state can send it back to you, and you can have him to. He should have been initialed on page 2 of State's Exhibit Number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment.
I'll take care of that right now.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Griffin, on the second page of the misdemeanor plea admonishments, where you entered a guilty plea, you were supposed to put your initials and not your signature. So I'm going to hand the tablet back to you and ask that you put your initials by the X where it says guilty, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to erase your signature for you, okay?
Okay.
So, there you go. See what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes, sir.
It's not your fault. It's okay. I should have double checked it. I'm supposed to be the professional at this, not you. Okay, Your Honor, we made the appropriate changes and I've sent them back to the prosecutor.
Okay. She'll be sending it back to us in a.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Apologize for that. It's my fault.
No, not a problem. Okay, I have it.
It doesn't
Now-
change anything. I just should have double
Now,
checked
Mr.
it.
Griffin, on page 2 of the misdemeanor plea admonishments, which is State's Exhibit Number 1, there are a set of initials, LG, on the line next to the box that's checked guilty. Are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
And on the next page, at the top of this document, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is titled the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, there is a signature at the bottom of this document above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
There's one box that's checked at the top of this document. This box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Griffin, you should have did you sign a document out there that is titled the discovery certification?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Griffin, prior to signing these documents and initialing these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer States 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objections to stage 1, Your Honor.
No objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Padgett, you have advised and counseled Mr. Griffin. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Griffin, your attorney, Mr. Padgett, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Griffin, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. It's for 45 days county jail and dismissal of cause number 323503.
Mr. Griffin, the state is offering that you serve 45 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And also there's a court cost of $292. Are you able to pay that?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Griffin, I need to ask you just a couple of questions. Mr. Griffin, you currently, are you employed or are you not employed?
No, sir.
You're not employed?
No, sir.
Now, Mr. Griffin, do you have any source of income? Do you have
No, sir.
okay, what about, are you married, single, divorced, separated,
I'm single.
single? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And do you receive like Medicaid,
No, sir.
SSI,
No, sir.
SNAP,
No, sir.
TANF?
No, sir.
And do you live in public housing?
No, no, sir.
Okay. Do you receive any child support?
No, sir.
Do you have any other type of governmental income, any income checks,
No, sir.
any other income?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any assets, any car? Do you own a car or house?
Yes.
What do you own?
A car.
And what is your estimated value of the car?
$4,000 or $5,000.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may, it's actually his mother who purchased the vehicle for him. So he calls it his vehicle, but his mother actually purchased the vehicle for him. It's in her name.
So his mother owns the vehicle?
I've been in contact with his mother yesterday. We had a detailed conversation over his situation. He was living with her and she purchased a vehicle for him as well, which he may not have access to anymore after talking to her.
Right. Now, Mr. Griffin, do you have any expenses? Well, first of all, are you residing, are you paying rent?
No, sir.
And are you residing, you residing with a family member?
My mother.
Okay. And what about, do you pay any utility bills?
No, sir.
Are you ordered to pay any child support?
No, sir.
And food expenses, your mother's pay for that too?
Yes, sir.
And transportation costs. Are you paying gas, insurance?
She paid the insurance and gas.
Okay. Any cell phone? She pays that too?
Yes, sir.
Are you paying any type of probation fees or anything?
Yes, sir.
And what's your fees per month?
$100, but I barely pay them $20. I just got the money from my mother just to pay them a big lawsuit the last time.
Okay, now let me ask you this here. Medical expenses, you have any medical expenses?
No, sir.
Are you paying any credit cards?
No, sir.
Okay, so Mr. Griffin, I'll find that you're indigent and pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. The court cost in this case of $292 will be waived. Now, Mr. Griffin,
Thank you.
okay, you are, now, Mr. Griffin, the state will also, let me go back over the offer. State is offering that you serve 45 days in Jefferson County Jail. The court costs in this case will be waived because you have found indigent, and cause number 32353, excuse me, let me repeat that. Cause number 323503 will be dismissed. Now, Mr. Griffin, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer, in your case, is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Griffin, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have made with the state. And Mr. Griffin, I think this will conclude your cases. Follow the bailiff, and you have a blessed day.
All right. You too, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Padgett, this will conclude
Thank you,
your,
Your Honor.
you're excused, and you have a blessed day as well.
Call your mother. She don't be worried. Okay. Hey, see you when you get out. Thank you.